Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Mondays with Matt. Today, we're going to talk about the fact that you're never done and you can't do it wrong. For all of my friends on YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you, and if you haven't yet, take a second, hit the little subscribe button. I'm uploading new content all the time to my YouTube channel, and I'd love to have you get notified whenever I'm posting new great stuff. It has been an epic week filled with near-death experiences, travels across the country, lots of wild adventures, and I'm grateful to be able to share another week with you, another adventure with you here on my show. For those of you who don't know, my name is Matt Schaefer. I am a transformational speaker and coach, and I am obsessed with supporting women in breaking through into having deeper connections, more fulfilling relationships, and really to create a deeper sense of empowerment in who they are and what they're worthy of. I'm super passionate about what I do, and this is my weekly show, Mondays with Matt, where I explore relationships, I explore spirituality, leadership, all this beautiful, passionate stuff that I'm learning about it in real time. So I get online with you once a week here on Facebook to talk to you about it, because I think if we can connect with and tap into ourselves at a deeper level, then we can create beautiful, beautiful, expansive lives. What if you were able to live your life by this mantra, right? That you're never done and you're never wrong. What if you were never done and you were never wrong? So often in our lives, don't you feel like everybody is trying to reach this finish line? Like we're all trying to reach this finite point in the horizon on, if I just get here, then I'll be happy. If I just get here, then I can rest. And I want you to ask yourselves right now, what if you viewed your life as never ending? What if the work that you were doing, what if the continuum that you're in never had a finish line? So many of us, I think, we get into this framework of, we're going to reach X goal and then we're going to be happy, or we're going to get to this point and then it's going to be over, then we can relax. I think when we operate from this space, right, if we operate from the space of we need to cross the finish line before we feel like we're enough, before we feel like we're happy, before we feel like we're complete, before we feel like we're fulfilled, we're continually striving for a point in the future, and we're forgetting the fact that once we reach that point, it's not like life just ends. Right? It's not like life just ends when we achieve, a specific relationship, or we make a certain amount of money, or we get whatever this thing that we're striving for is. That doesn't mean our life is over. What if we stopped looking at our life as a journey to a specific point, and we started looking at it as an ongoing process? What if we just started adopting and accepting the fact that it's never done, that it's never over, that we're continually going to be in a process of expansion for our entire lives? It's never going to be over. So stop trying to find an endpoint. Stop trying to find this one point where it's all going to make sense. What if it's never over and it's never going to totally make sense, and that's okay? What if your only job is just to keep expanding, keep growing, keep finding new things that you want, keep finding new things that feel good, right? What if you set goals, but those goals were never endpoints? Those goals are just the next step in a never-ending journey, right? And that journey gets to be an ongoing process of fun and joy and freedom and fulfillment and expansion. What if you're never done, right? What if, and the fact that you're never done means you get to enjoy your process. You get to enjoy your journey. You don't get to put your happiness on layaway until you achieve this thing. Don't predicate your happiness, don't predicate your joy, don't predicate your freedom or fulfillment upon the achievement of a specific thing. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 1. Give me a 1 if that resonates with you, because I think this is so important, and this has been a profound change in my life, is that I realized that I reached a point where I realized that it was never going to be over, and that my journey is going to continually be ongoing, and I'm never going to feel like I have it figured out. I'm never going to feel like I have it figured out, and that's okay. It's never done. And I love that. I'm continually expanding, and I love that. I don't know what's on the next horizon for me, and I love that. I'm in a continual space of growth, and I'm stretching into these unknown new horizons, and I love that. There's this quote from David Deida, Way of the Superior Man, that I've said 1,000 times, and I'm going to say 1,000 more times. It's that the way of the superior man, right? Or what? No, it's living your life as art is the spontaneous creation of beauty out of the continual mistake that is our lives. Think about that. That's how I choose to live my life. I choose to live my life as a continual expression of growth and expansion into the unknown. And what if your life was like that? What if you lived your life as an ongoing expansive process into parts of yourself, into areas of possibility that you have never experienced before? How profound would that be? Because people spend so much of their lives working for the weekends, striving for an endpoint, trying to reach this one thing, and that then they're going to be happy. Here's the deal. You get to be happy now. You get to be joyful now. You get to be free now. You get to enjoy the process of growth and creation and expansion of your life. You don't get to hold off on that until you achieve X, Y, and Z. That doesn't get to happen, because here's the thing, you're never going to be done. And when you achieve those things, all that's going to mean is that it's time for you to create and achieve and expand more. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, guys. You are never done. That is the first thing I want to land with you. You're never done. It's never over, and that's beautiful, because you're in this ongoing expansive growth process, and it's magic. So stop waiting to be happy. Be happy now. Be here now. Be present now, and embrace the beauty of what you're experiencing in your life in this moment. Deal? Give me a 1 if you're committed to doing that. Give me a 1 if you're committed to embracing the joy and the freedom and the magic that's existing for you right now. Give me a 1 if you're committed to loving yourself right now. Not who you're going to be after you hit your goals, not who you're going to be after you find your soulmate. Give me a 1 if you are committed to loving who you are right now and the life you have right now and the process that you're in right now, because here's the deal, it's never going to be over. You're going to be growing your whole life. You're going to be expanding your whole life, and that's magic. So enjoy the process. Don't put your love on layaway. It's like the name of a course or a song. I'm going to have to come up with that. And here's the thing. Not only are you never going to be done, but just as importantly, you're never wrong. You're never wrong. You're never wrong. This is a really profound thing to think about. What would your life look like if no matter what you did, you were never wrong? If every step you took into the unknown, if every move you made, if every person you connected with, if it was never a mistake, it was just another experiment. It was another expansion. And then if you expand into something and it doesn't feel great, then no problem. All you do is align into something else. But it's never a wrong decision. What if you could not make a wrong decision? How much freedom would you have? How liberated would you feel if you couldn't make a mistake? If nothing was ever a mistake? Because here's the thing, all that matters, all that means when you say that you've made a mistake is you are in judgment of a decision you have already made. And guess what? There is no point in ever being in judgment of a decision that you have already made. Your only job is to learn from the decisions that you've made. Learn from them, grow from them, expand for them, integrate them into your process. Decide for yourself, did this feel good or not? Was this in alignment or not? Do I want to continue operating from this space or do I want to shift? It's never wrong. So think about that. Think about if we integrated these two concepts into one and we realized that we're never done and we're never wrong. How much freedom would you have if you were always growing and you were loving this process that you were in and you were continually doing things with freedom and joy and ease, because no matter what you were doing, you were never making a mistake? Think about how much incredible growth you would have, and think about how you would inspire the people around you to do this as well. Think if everybody stopped spending so much time judging and analyzing and critiquing themselves, and then judging and analyzing and critiquing other people, and we all just said, you know what? I am an ever expanding, entity. And no matter what I do, it's never a mistake, because every decision that I make and every move that I make is just a continual expression of my own divinity. And it's a continual expression of my own expansion. And I'm just going to keep doing things and asking myself how I feel and then moving on and growing. And doesn't that just sound like a more fun way to live? That's a choice that I've made with my life. What do you guys think about this? Kimberly says, great nuggets. Great nuggets. Mikkel is in. Kimberly Groves Rea is in. Tori Young, I'm currently homeless. Wow, even though I'm struggling, I'm happy with who I am. Look at this, guys. Tori Young doesn't have a home right now, and she is finding joy and happiness with where she is right now. If Tori can find joy and happiness and fulfillment without a roof over her head, what does that say about the rest of us? What does that say about those of us who have a roof, who have all this support, who have all these resources, and we're finding ways to be miserable? Isn't that ludicrous? How we literally will manufacture unhappiness for ourselves. Give me a 1 if you know people who manufacture unhappiness for themselves. When there is available to all of us, no matter what our circumstance, no matter what kind of people we're connected to, no matter what our living situation is, there is joy available within us right now. There is a pathway to freedom. There is a pathway to happiness, and it doesn't start anywhere but within you, with you making a choice that no matter what step you take, no matter what decision you make, you cannot mess it up. And it's never going to be over. So I don't care if you're homeless or you have $50 million. I don't care if you're alone and you've been alone for 20 years, or you have a soulmate and you've got a family and you've got all this stuff. It's never over. You're going to continually be making decisions, finding new things that you love, finding new preferences, and shifting deeper and deeper and deeper into that. You can make every day of your life a profound expression of expansion and joy and freedom and fulfillment and alignment. Or you can live a life of self-doubt and judgment and pain and insecurity and second-guessing yourself and perfectionism and procrastination and insecurity and fear. What sounds better? Because when we live our lives from a space of we're always afraid we're going to make a mistake, we're literally sabotaging ourselves. We're slowing down our growth. We're slowing down our expansion, because fundamentally that judgment of our actions only comes from us. And it comes from our egos. And it comes from the egos and the judgment of other people. And that's what keeps people stuck. That's what keeps people stuck for years. That's what keeps self-sabotaging patterns coming back and coming back and coming back. And so much of the work I do with my clients is to help them see and recognize and understand the fact that literally there is no way that they can mess it up. There is no wrong way to connect with a man. Just try it. Try it. See what feels good. See what's not. And if the person that you want to connect with doesn't connect with you or isn't interested, beautiful. You're going to learn from that. You're going to grow from that. But so many women that I connect with, they just don't even want to make an effort because they're so afraid of what that person's response is going to be. They're so afraid of being embarrassed. There's so much fear around, what is this person going to think about me if I talk to them or if I say the wrong thing? What if you couldn't do it wrong? I'm launching a course in a few weeks. I'm putting together the curriculum now. There's a big part of me that is agonizing over that. Like, what if it's not good enough? What if these hundreds and thousands of incredible people who are going to be taking this course, what if I don't live up to their expectations? That's a very, very, very deep fear, right? Because I hold myself to a high standard, as I'm sure you can imagine, right? I hold myself to a very high standard. So here's the thing. I get to realize every day, and as I sit down to write this content, as I sit down to record these modules for this course, I get to remind myself, I can't do it wrong. I am here to make a gesture to the world. I am here to scale my impact. I am here to help as many humans as I can while I'm here. And therefore, I cannot do it wrong. All I get to do is do the best job I can, right? And come in with the clearest, most powerful intention that I can. And as long as I operate from that space and I'm committed out of my mind to helping people, I'm going to do great and it's going to be perfect. And so that's the thing. You cannot do it wrong, especially when you're operating from clear intention, especially when you're operating from a space of clarity, especially from you're operating with the good of other people in your highest, as your highest priority, especially when you're operating from love. Think about that. Right? Let's look at this, guys. You cannot do it wrong and it's never going to be over. And that's another thing that I got to tap into with this course is, I'm doing this first course. Is it going to be my last one? Absolutely not. This is going to be the first of many courses that I'm going to do. This is going to be the first of many products that I'm going to create for people. So if this one isn't my highest iteration, the next one will be, and then the next one will be, and it's going to go on and on and on and on and on. So it's like, I'm playing the long game with this. So I invite each and every one of you, no matter what it is that you want in your life, no matter what it is that you're craving or striving for, what are you waiting for? Why are you not going for it right now? What's holding you back? What fear? And what would it look like if you were to look at that thing that you want and you were to say, guess what? When I get this thing, it's not going to matter because there's going to be something else that I want. And as I move towards it, no matter what I do to try to get that thing, I can't do it wrong. You cannot make a mistake when you are operating from your highest consciousness. You cannot make a mistake when you're operating from love. You cannot make a mistake no matter what you do. If it's something that you want, you have a right to have it. As long as you're operating from your heart. So think about that. What are you guys committed to doing that? Give me a 1 if you are committed to embracing this fact that you cannot do it wrong and it's never going to be over. And that's the Matt challenge for this week, is to look at your life, and ask yourself, what is it that I want in my life right now? And what would it look like if I just started taking steps to get towards it every day? And I stopped worrying about what other people cared about. And I stopped worrying about what other people thought about it. And I stopped being afraid of what other people thought about it, or if I could fail. Because failure doesn't exist. You cannot fail. You cannot make mistakes. All you do is take a step forward, evaluate if this is still working for you, and then take another step, and then evaluate if that is working for you. That's it. And it's never going to be over. So be happy now. Be joyful now. Love the creative process. Love taking these steps. Once you step into this understanding and this recognition that no matter what it is that you want, that isn't the end of the road. That's just another checkpoint on this beautiful dynamic journey of your life. And it's not worth waiting to be happy. Be happy on the road to creating what it is that you want. Be happy in the creative process. And recognize that no matter what way you're getting there, you literally cannot do it wrong. So all the fear that you're feeling about moving towards what it is that you want, all that fear is an illusion. All that fear is your ego trying to stop you from expansion. But expansion is your birthright. Expansion is your nature. And expansion is what you're going to do no matter what. But do you want to expand into fear? Do you want to expand into stagnancy? Or do you want to expand into growth, into possibility, into all the beautiful things that are waiting for you on the other side of your fear? Because you cannot do it wrong as long as you're committed to expansion. And no matter what you want, and no matter what you're trying to create, you literally cannot do it wrong, and it's never going to be over. So stop waiting. Stop waiting to get what you want. Stop waiting to be happy to get what you want. Does that make sense? So here's the thing, guys. Just to circle back to where we started here. It's never over. It never ends, and you can't do it wrong. So take the first step, and then take the second step, and then take the third step, and stop allowing fear and insecurity and doubt and everything to keep you locked up. Expansion is your right. Expansion is your nature. And everything you have ever wanted is waiting for you to accept it, is waiting for you to step into ownership of it. So recognize that, own that, live that, and you can have the life that you've always dreamed of. I guarantee it. There's such freedom there, and there's such joy there. And I want that for each and every one of you. Are you with me? Give me a 1, guys. Give me a 1 if you're committed to living with this freedom. The Matt Challenge this week, look at your life. Look at what you want. Look at why you're talking yourself out of going after it. Look at what it is that's standing between you and what you want. Look at why you're putting off being happy now. And stop it. Enjoy the creative process of taking steps into the unknown every day towards what it is that you want. Find joy on the journey. And just keep moving. Start moving. And you will have freedom. And for all y'all watching on YouTube, thank you for being a part of this show. Please take a second, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. I'm uploading new content all the time, and I would love to have you a part of the tribe. And just for all of you Facebook people who haven't checked out my YouTube channel, head on over there. I'm going to put a link to it here in the box, and come join the tribe. We're over 1,000 people. What's up? I'm at over 1,000, which is that was a huge milestone for me. I actually hit 1,000, no joke, on my birthday. By the way, my birthday was last week, so I am now 37, if you can believe it, right? I can barely believe it. But come on over to YouTube. Check us out. I love you guys dearly, and thank you for joining us on Mondays with Matt. I will see you next week. Lots of love, guys. Bye-bye.